guys, welcome to another episode of ranking the studio albums in my All About the Music channel. Please like and subscribe for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these videos. I'm going to be ranking every studio album by every musician ever. So please like and subscribe. I'm the smallest YouTuber out there doing better content than some of the big name people. Okay, I'm going to get a new camera pretty soon also, so the production value is about to go through the roof. At least on, $50, $60, maybe $100 video camera versus this piece of crap from, 2002 or something. So we're going to jump right into ranking the studio albums. Oops, I dropped my list. Okay, that was a Mudvayne list anyway. We're moving on to the studio albums, ranking them by Meat Loaf. Very interesting artist, very interesting career. I was a little bit overwhelmed with his discography. I've done a few that were longer than this, but Meat Loaf here has a dozen albums, and it's really tough. And I have listened to all of them, so I am qualified to do this. So I'm going to do this. I have the license to do this. I'm not making these up. I always wonder about that when I see other ranking the album videos. Do you think that some people are just making it up? Like they're just picking random albums out of the sky? And I wonder about that. But I would feel bad ranking them not by my personal opinion. So this is my personal opinion of, I've listened to the 12 albums by, my dog's down here. Hey buddy, I've listened to all 12 albums. It took me a little bit. And I really love just how weird and strange that Meat Loaf can be. He's just such a unique performer, and he's got a heck of a voice. Very cool guy. I've heard that he's working on some new material, and I hope that's true because I always love new music coming out. Although it gets me a little bit behind on hearing every song ever recorded. We're going to jump right into ranking these studio albums. I don't have any physical copies of Meat Loaf, unfortunately. So we're going to jump right in on the Wikipedia. Now, I like all of these. There's not really any Meat Loaf albums that I hate, but there's just, I had to rank them some kind of way, and unfortunately for this album, this one comes in at the bottom. Midnight at the Lost and Found has a lot of good tracks on it. Some of the singles, maybe Razor's Edge and Midnight at the Lost and Found, If You Really Want To, were the more popular tracks off the album. And then we're going to jump right into 1984's Bad Attitude with a pretty cool cover there. Bad Attitude was a lot of fun. Had Modern Girl and Nowhere Fast were the singles off of this one, I believe. It came out a year before I did, in 1984. And then we're going to go, this one with the funny title, came out when I was 1 year old, almost 1 year old. Blind Before I Stop. What is that title about? What do you guys think about that? It has Rock and Roll Mercenaries, Blind Before I Stop, the title track, and Special Girl. Not one that I come back to a lot, but like I said, all these are pretty fun. I love the theatrical, the orchestral features, all the duets with all these really cool characters. Meat Loaf just really has a great career. Still has a great career today. Coming in, some of my favorite albums by him are kind of modern. Kind of some of his modern ones are coming in pretty high on my list. So we're gonna find this next one. It's weird. So many of his albums start with the same letter, and we'll get into that. Not this one though. This one's Couldn't Have Said It Better. Pretty interesting artwork there. You got the title track written with Nikki Sixx. That's interesting. a lot of these songs were written by Nikki Sixx. So that's kind of a change of pace for the usual Steinman work in Meat Loaf's discography. So that one was pretty good. That was in 2003. Wow, I thought that was an older one. I guess that is older now. We're going to find this next one. Welcome to the Neighborhood. Came out in 95. I was 10 years old. My parents liked Meat Loaf. I'd Lie for You, and That's the Truth. Not a Dry in the House. A Dry Eye in the House. He did a Tom Waits cover on this one, so that was a pretty interesting feature of the album. Coming up next, we're going to do a more modern one that's not at the top of my list. It is kind of a weird title. Hang Cool Teddy Bear. What is this? It was recorded in 2009, released the following year. 65 minutes long. This thing is insane. There's an MP3 download that comes with it. There's some later songs. But yeah, this one's good. It's got Los Angeles Loser. Hugh Laurie sings on here. That's pretty cool. From House. Like a Rose featuring Jack Black is my absolute favorite off this album. California Isn't Big Enough is a very interesting song if you want to check that one out. Wow, some really strange, inappropriate lyrics on there, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Coming in next, we're starting to get into the really, really good stuff. Not quite there yet. But this one, not crazy about the album cover, but this is Heck in a Handbasket. You guys shouldn't say H words. They're foul and obscene. I'm just kidding. This one's got some really good ones. Some good emotional, Mad Mad World, California Dreamin', Patty Russo, who appears on a lot of his albums. And it ends with Stand in the Storm, which, if you don't know, Meat Loaf recorded a song when he was on a TV show with Lil Jon, John Rich, and some other people. And it was a very, very good song, Stand in the Storm. Check that one out if you don't check out any other Meat Loaf songs. I like that one. It's country, rap, rock, all in one. But yeah, nothing like hearing Meat Loaf, Big and Rich, and Lil Jon working together. That's just crazy. Okay, moving on to 1981's Dead Ringer. Dead ringer for love. I'm a 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 More Than You Deserve was a good song. I'll Kill You If You Don't Come Back. Really great stuff. Then let's see. Okay, so we're getting to my top 4. This is where things start to really pick up, in my opinion. This is. Is this? This is his latest album, Braver Than We Are. Yeah, Braver Than We Are. I really like this one a lot. It's 55 minutes, but see, the idol, blah blah blah. The title's changed a couple of times. Who Needs the Young is classic. Meat Loaf. Going All the Way, a song in 6 movements, is great. Features Ellen Foley and Carla DeVito. Speaking in Tongues is a real highlight for me. Loving You Is a Dirty Job, but Somebody's Gotta Do It. I love his really long, stupid song titles. Absolutely love how stupid Meat Loaf can be sometimes, in a good way. It's really great. It really works. Gods with the Z is great. Skull of Your Country featuring Kyan Coe, and Train of Love. There's a bonus edition if you want the bonus, even longer edition. And then coming in at So here's something really interesting really quick while we're talking about Meat Loaf's discography. I've got my list here. Oh, you shouldn't have saw the end of it because we've got a lot of ground to cover still. 3 more albums left, my top 3 Meat Loaf albums. But looking at his discography, you got one album that starts with M, one that starts with C, one that starts with W, and then you got 2 that start with H, and then one that starts with D, Dead Ringer, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums start with B. That just kind of struck me as strange. You got all the Bad Outta Hells, you got Bad Attitude, Blind Before I Stop, Braver Than We Are. I think Meat Loaf just might be obsessed with the letter B. What do you guys think? Speaking of the letter B, my final top picks for the discography of Meat Loaf. I don't want to blow the video right here, so let's just jump right in. We're gonna find this album. The monster's loose, and now you know the truth. This is 2006's really awesome Bat Out of Heck 3. The monster is loose. The monster is loose, and now you know the truth. Tell me, can you see it? When it comes down on you, the monster's loose, and now you know the truth. Tell me, can you feel it? Absolutely, there was some really great rock and roll in 2006, and to get a great album like this from Meat Loaf just kind of seemed to come out of left field. Really love this. Some really interesting songwriting choices on here. With The Monster's Loose, was written by John 5, Desmond Child, and Nikki Sixx. So really eclectic writers on that one. Blind as a Bat was written by Child and Desmond Child and James Michael. It's All Coming Back to Me Now is a duet with Marion Raven, and written by John Steinman. The classical Meat Loaf writer there. Bad for Good featuring Brian May of Queen. Wow. Crying Over Me written by Diane Warren. In the Land of the Pig, The Butcher is King is written by Steinman. That's a really great one. Right in the middle of the album. Monstro and Alive are good. If God Could Talk is it's a really good moment in the album. What About Love is a good one. And The Future Ain't What It Used to Be, and Cry to Heaven. The Future Ain't What It Used to Be is 8 minutes long. Seize the Night is almost 10 minutes. It goes back to the real epic rock opera sounds of some of his earlier works. And speaking of earlier works, we got to dive into the top 2 Meat Loaf albums. Are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? I feel like my video game, I'm still working on it, right? Like I'm doing different things. Oh, guys, I'm gonna shave the beard pretty soon. You guys want a video of me shaving the beard? I don't know. Maybe that probably won't be on my music channel. I guess I could have my music playing so I don't get copyright claimed while I shave. But anyway, that's unrelated. But yeah, I'm trying to do better videos. I'm always improving on here, trying to do something great. So I hope, I know the camera's not great, but I'm working on it. Payday is this week, so Maybe a new camera pretty soon. The second best Meatloaf album of all time, according to everyone. If you don't think so, you're wrong. Is Bat Out of Heck 2, Back into Heck. Woo! 1993. Some of the best, most fun hard rock, Wagnerian rock. This thing's 76 minutes. It was released on MCA and Virgin Records. Produced by Jim Steinman. Of course, September 14th, 1993. Took 2 years to record this thing in LA and New York. This thing had a string of hit singles. I would do anything for love. Life is a lemon and I want my money back. Rock and roll dreams come true. And Good Girls Go to Heaven, Bad Girls Go Everywhere. And, man, you know, and this stuff, a lot of these were released in 94. And just think, like, you know, that was the year that Kurt Cobain died. What a Dookie from Green Day came out, and then you got Bat Out of Hell. It seems like it's from a different time period. It seems like it was from before I was alive, but it was 94. I was like 9. Now my parents were rocking that objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. Objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. If life is just a highway, then your body's just a car. 'Cause objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. 'Cause objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they are. Oh, man. And we're not, like, I'm getting all pumped up and excited, and we're not even at my favorite album yet. Holy crap. I love Meatloaf. Love Meatloaf. He's so weird. He's so fun. He's in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is probably one of my favorite movies. It is. It's probably, oh gosh, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And the Meatloaf scene is just crazy. He gets eaten. He gets eaten by Frankenfurter and served to the guest. Wow. Poor old Meatloaf. Hey, they had meatloaf for dinner. Literally. He was playing Eddie. From the moment he didn't like Teddy, he knew he was a no good kid. But when he threatened your life with the switchblade life, made me cry. What a guy, and I did. Oh man, this is so much fun. So much fun. Meatloaf, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go watch Rocky Horror Picture Show now, because like this is making me realize how freaking talented Meatloaf is. So it came out in North America. Let's see. It was a commercial success, of course. It sold 14 million copies worldwide, and wow. Even the album cuts are just fantastic. It's a near perfect album, and I love I love that Meatloaf, you know, he is a pop artist, but he just does what he wants. He just does absolutely weird creative things. I Would Do Anything for Love, but I Won't Do That is over 12 minutes long. Life is a Lemon is 8 minutes long. Rock and Roll Dreams Come True Through is 6 minutes long. There's only 2 short songs on here. One of them's an instrumental and the other one's a monologue. Everything else is at least 6 minutes long. This is an absolutely epic album. There's a deluxe edition with You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Everything Louder Than Everything Else, and Bat Out of Heck. Interesting. But yeah, ha 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 ha. This album is insane, insanely good, but it's not the best. It's not the best. You know what the best is? We got to get an up close picture of this because it is the best. You guys ready for the greatest Meatloaf album of all time? Okay. What's it gonna be? Oh, did you see? You could have freeze framed that and you would have got it. You know what you would have got? You would have got just like a bat out of egg, I'll be gone when the morning comes. Ow! I can't sing like Meatloaf. This came out, wow, this is October 21st, 1977. It was recorded over from 1975 to 1976 in New York and New Jersey. It's a combination of hard rock, pop, and progressive rock. This thing is a little bit shorter than the other albums at 46 minutes and 33 seconds. Produced by Todd Rundgren. This has the singles You Take the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Hot Summer Night, and then 2 Out of 3 Ain't Bad, and Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Again, some of the longer songs, but there's only 7 tracks here, but they are all over 4 minutes long. A lot of them are 8 minutes or more. Bat Out of Heck is just a real great introduction to Meatloaf. Like a bat out of heck, I'll be gone when the morning comes. And then You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth, Hot Summer Night, which is a great song in its own right. Heaven Can Wait. All Revved Up with No Place to Go is another really fun one. For Crying Out Loud is a great album ending. Really left the crowd wanting Bat Out of Heck 2 and 3. The monster's loose! So, there's a fly on my mirror. I gotta kill that later. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And Paradise by the Dashboard Light. I can't decide which of those 2 songs I like more. Oh man, probably, I want to say 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Yeah, I gotta go with that. That's probably, that might just be my favorite Meatloaf song. I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Though you'll never find a ruby in a mountain of rocks, but there ain't no Coupe de Ville hiding at the bottom of a Cracker Jack box. I can't lie and pretend to be something. I'm messing this up so bad. Something that I just ain't got. And all I can do is keep on telling you, keep on telling you, I keep on telling you, I kept on telling you I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Whew, I'm crying. I haven't cried in a few reviews. Man, Paradise by the Dashboard Light's gonna get me all teary-eyed too. Oh man. Whew. barking at somebody. The Bat Overture is the B-side of Paradise by the Dashboard Light. There is a single edit. There's a real need for single edits when it comes to Meat Loaf because all his songs are, 15 minutes long. At least 6 to 12 minutes long. So there is a 5-minute version of Paradise by the Dashboard Lights, and then there's the 8-minute and 28-second version. You got some female backing vocals. You got all kinds of Max Weinberg on drums. Interesting. It's the most interesting personnel detail I see. But yeah, Paradise by the Dashboard Light. You have to hear that by Meat Loaf. It's a must listen. So we're gonna by the dashboard lights. Ain't no doubt about it, you're doubly blessed. Whew, we're gonna sing some of this. Happened yesterday, about a girl looking better than all the kids in school. They were wishing they were me that night. And now our bodies are oh so close and tight. It never felt so good, it never felt so right. And we're glowing like the metal on the edge of the knife. Glowing like the metal on the edge of the knife. Come on, hold tight. Oh, come on, hold tight. And though it's cold and lonely in the deep dark night, I could see paradise by the dashboard lights. And you get this really fun, ain't no doubt about it. We were barely, God, buddy. Whew. Baby, go out and shine. Ain't no doubt about it. 'Cause we were barely 17 and we were barely dressed. Let's see, where we got? We're gonna go all the way tonight. We're gonna go all the way tonight. I don't like the baseball game solo, so yeah, you just got to cut that whole part out. You got this really interesting part where he's arguing with her about, he's wanting to be physical, she's wanting to get married, and I absolutely love. What's it gonna be, boy? What's it gonna be? Let me sleep on it, baby, baby. Let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning. I gotta know right now, do you love me? Let me sleep on it. Will you love me forever? Baby, 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 let me sleep on it. Do you need me? Will you never leave me? Will you make me so happy for the rest of my life? Will you take me away? Will you make me your wife? I gotta know right now, before we go any further. Do you love me? Will you love me forever? Ow! I couldn't take it any longer, Lord. I was crazy, and then the feeling came over like a tidal wave. I started swearing to my God and on my mother's grave that I would love you till the end of time. I swore I'd love you till the end of time. So now I'm praying for the end of time. Hurry up and arrive. 'Cause if I gotta spend another minute with you, I don't think I could ever survive. I never break my promise or forget my vow. But God only knows that I can say right now, I'm praying for the end of time. I'm praying for the end of time so I can end my time with you. Whew. 'Cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 'Cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm gonna do it. We got all night, right, baby? We could talk all night. We could film all night. Baby, we could film all night. But that ain't getting us nowhere. I told you everything I possibly can. There's nothing left inside of here. And maybe you can cry all night, but that'll never change the way I feel. feel. The snow is really piling up outside. I wish you wouldn't make me leave here. I poured it on and I poured it out. I tried to show you just how much I care. I'm tired of words and I'm too hoarse to shout. But you've been cold to me so long. I'm crying icicles instead of tears. And all I can do is keep on telling you I want you. I need you. But there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You'll never find gold on a sandy beach. You'll never drill for oil on a city street. I know you're looking for a ruby in a mountain of rocks, but there ain't no Coupe de Ville hiding at this bottom of a Cracker Jack box. I can't lie and tell you that I'm something I'm not. No matter how I try, I'll never be able to give you something that I just haven't got. Oh, there's only one girl that I have ever loved, and that was so many years ago. And though I know I'll never get her out of my heart, she never loved me back. Oh, I know, I remember how she left me on a stormy night. She kissed me and got out of our bed. And oh, I pleaded and I begged her not to walk out that door. She packed her bags and went right away. And she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me I want you. I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Baby, we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. Please like and subscribe for more tears. More tears, more beard. There's a tear in my beer and I'm crying for you, dear. There's on my lonely mind. That's been ranking the Burp Studio albums. Fart by Fly on the Wall. That's been ranking the studio albums by Meat Loaf. Like and subscribe.